when the legislative branch is treated like a department of the cabinet office. The staff of the legislative branch are listed as staff members of the cabinet. That is an absolute disregard for the separation of powers. In the system of democracy, under the three arms of the government, the executive, the legislative, and the judiciary, no person should be functioning in two of the branches. No employee should be working for the judiciary and the legislature, or the judiciary and the executive, or the executive and the legislature. The secretary of the cabinet should have no jurisdiction whatsoever in the legislative branch of the government. The attorney general should have, who is the lawyer for the executive branch of the government, cannot be the legal advisor for the legislative branch of the government. It's a natural conflict of the separation of powers. It has nothing to do with competence. It has to do with the system that we have inherited. And for too long, we've had this breach going on from the 1980s, in the mid-80s. They took control of the legislative branch and the parliament away from Sir Clifford Darling, the speaker. And no one has ever challenged the system until now. Mind you, I seen yesterday in the papers that the former clerk has indicated that they were trying to make changes. He had for 24 years. He said that he took up the approach of internal memorandums and so on. He even accused this current speaker of being inappropriate by speaking to the matter from the chair of the parliament. But didn't the Prime Minister himself make the same announcement with respect to the cabinet today? So is that inappropriate? That's not inappropriate in my estimation, and nor was my statement inappropriate. If you do what you've been doing in the past for 24 and more years and didn't get any successful result, why should I adopt that same approach? Not only that, when I came out of my mother's womb, I had fingerprints that are different from every other human being. My DNA is different from every other human being. I'm not here to duplicate or emulate anyone else. I'm here to achieve a particular objective, and that objective is in the benefit of the legislative branch of the government that I head. And that is what I intend to do.
Thank you, Mr. Moulrie.
If I can